Once upon a time, in Brookline, Massachusetts, in a second-floor apartment lived two girls, Jacqueline, 13, and her sister Barbara, only 9. To see them walking together, one might imagine Jacqueline, the older sister, looked after Barbara. But it was the other way around. Jacqueline, learning disabled from birth, appeared normal and healthy. Yet, she would forever have the mind of a child. Thus was woven a poignant relationship, its threads often mismatched and unraveled. It was Barbara, the younger, normal sister, who felt left out, neglected. She envied the special attention her parents gave Jacqueline. Barbara, though loved, was deprived of parties because Jacqueline never had one. She missed socializing, as Jacqueline had no friends. Barbara shared equally in what her sister lacked, while missing out on things she could have had. But one day, someone magical entered their lives. Her gift to them is the rest of the story: Elizabeth Dorothyus. Elizabeth Dorothyus, a seamstress, was an elderly eccentric. She worked for the family, known to the children as Dodie. Part Mary Poppins, part Mother Goose. She was at once very old and very young. Dodie started out mending clothing and making dresses, and yet in no time was babysitting the sisters when their parents were away. And what stories she could tell! Tales in which were concealed her own gentle philosophy and boundless wisdom. It was Dodie who taught Jacqueline and Barbara to pray each night before going to sleep. In fact, the very first Bible stories the girls ever heard, they heard from Dodie. And so it was that two troubled children came to love a stranger who became sort of a second mother, and something more. Ever so slowly and ever so surely, the hurt in little Barbara's heart was healed by the old woman. Dodie's view of life became the cornerstone of Barbara's own view of life. For years, Dodie remained in the family employ, loving the youngsters in wondrous ways their parents could not. And then when Barbara was a senior in high school, beloved Dodie died. And yet even still, these many years later, in the quiet hours away from the cacophony of a busy life, Barbara will sit and recall the warmth of a wrinkled hand, of a particular smile, or a sweet story told once upon a morning, or a whispered bedtime prayer. They were all Dodie's. Then do the other memories, the bitter ones, fade and die in the light of an unexpected love still held dear by Jacqueline's little sister, whom you know as journalist Barbara Walters.